Hello everyone, this is your host Asim Khan, and today I'm going to talk about how zoos are the major reasons of animal cruelty in India. Well, animal cruelty makes headlines all over the globe every day. Whether it's a person who throw a pet in the dustbin after getting bored by looking at the same kind of breed every day, or a family whose freezing, starving cow is tied up outside in the middle of the freezing winter. Animal cruelty has several types, and people all around the world give several justifications for doing this crime. With the rising population of strays in India, country has witnessed about 30% of increase in the cases of animal abuse. According to animal welfare activists, what has drastically changed is the brutality by which animals are being tortured and killed. From puppies being burned live in Nagpur to dogs beaten to death. Activists say that such horrifying cases are becoming very common. Now let's talk about how the zoos are becoming the major reason of animal cruelty. I guess almost all of us have once visited to any zoo with our family, friends, or any other person. You find all these big elephant, lions, cute monkeys very enjoyable to watch. But just imagine a life where you are inside a big cage and everyone is coming just to see you and you are just nothing but just being a live showpiece for them. No matter how big zoos try to make their enclosure, no matter how beautifully they decorate it with all the background paintings, but they can't compare it with animals' natural habitat. Zoo animals have to spend day after day, week after week, year after year in the exact same enclosure. This makes their life very monotonous. If we see life of elephant in zoo is 18 to 19 years, whereas in their natural habitat, elephants can live up to 50 to 70 years. This is because of the small enclosure they are kept in. Elephants are usually found of doing repetitive activities in zoos, which shows that they are tired of their life in the four barriers of net. Not only elephant but most of the zoo animal do repetitive abnormal behavior, and the animals are often seen depressed, boredom, and for this problem they are provided antidepressants to control such problems. And what makes their life even more worse in zoos is that they are hardly provided any privacy and lack mental stimulation and physical exercise. Even the animals that are bred in zoos still retain their natural instincts after many generations of captive breeding. Once you start recognizing the signs of animal, you will find how sad and depressed their lives are and how unhappy animals are. Zoo's major concerns are breeding programs because it attracts visitors as they love to see baby animals. Zoos spend huge amount of money only on breeding of animals, even though it's not the best way of breeding of animals in zoo. In fact, it is 50 times more expensive to keep animals in zoo than to protect them in wild. Using the money in protecting animals in wildlife will not only help them to live in their natural habitat but also maintain the balance of ecosystem. And talking about the pathetic system of zoo is that after a certain time the animals which is old are often sold to another zoo and sometimes either killed because they know the visitors are only interested to see the cute little babies, and after a season the cute little babies are thrown outside and it is called as surplus animals. Zoo are home for cruelty. We as visitors pay them to see the cruelty. Selling animals for them is very profitable way. By doing they are creating more space for new animals and gaining money too. These surplus zoo animals are often found on pet shops, meat shops, and nowadays they are found on internet on a very less price. Once you start recognizing the signs of animal, you'll find how sad and depressed their lives are, and the zoos will completely look different to you. Saying this won't be wrong that zoo is a collection of unhappy animals. Zoo also claims that it helps in conversation, but hardly any zoo registers to animal on international database, and most of the zoo animals are not endangered at all. And the fact that there are thousands of endangered animals but zoos have been only able to return 16 species back to wild, and most of the animals can't survive in wild after releasing from zoos. This is because zoos don't provide the kind of environment that animals need to survive. Wild animals can only live a healthy life when they are in contact with animal. Zoo's major concerns are breeding program because it attracts visitors. And if you are thinking that zoos are the best way to teach children and society about animals, then you are absolutely wrong. We can easily get to know about these animals from watching wildlife TV shows or online videos. At least it's better than visiting such places where they are kept in captivity and living a horrible, sad life and waiting for death to come. We should stop visiting these jails to increase their business of killing lives of happy animals.